Welcome back to this particular lecture. So from this module onwards, we are going to build the get Unicode character application. So this is actually used to get the Unicode character value. So whenever I enter here like a dollar symbol, if I click on detect, then you can see it's actually going to return the Unicode character value of this particular character, which is a dollar symbol. If I enter here a 4, then if I click on, then you can see the value of 4 is 52. If I enter here a, which is a small a, then you can see the small a as a character, which is the Unicode character value is 97, and for the capital A it is going to be 65. Then you can see. So this is a small application that we are going to build in this entire module. So let's get started the development of this project by first implementing the HTML part of this particular project. So now it's time to start with the HTML part for the project, which is get Unicode character value. So I have already created the files inside the Visual Studio Code to save a little bit of the time and also link the files with these particular lines of the code. So the first thing is we need to start with the HTML. So we need to actually provide a container. Inside of that we need to specify this h1 element, which is a heading element. Then we need to use this input type, then this button, and then the final we are going to use a paragraph element to display the result. So now I'm going to open our own version of the application, that is this one, which is get Unicode character, which I already launched in the web browser by using this live server extension. So now inside of the index.html, first I'm going to use the division tag, and inside of that I will be using the class. So it is going to be like container, and then I will be adding here some spaces. So the first thing is we need to specify the h1 element. So it is like get Unicode character value. Okay, so this is a Unicode character value, which is the heading. So if I control save it, then you can see now the heading is visible to the screen. Next we need to specify the input type. So the input type that we want is actually the text, because we want to handle everything like special characters, numbers, strings. So that is why we actually here use the input type text. Then we need to specify here the ID, which is the input, and it is going to like type. Also then we need to here specify the max length, which is actually 1. So maximum we want to accept only a single character, because we want to get the value of this single character. If we try to enter here multiple characters, we can't enter because of this max length property. If we didn't specify it, like if I control save it, and you can see now the input type is came here. If I enter multiple values, it is not accepted. But if I remove this max length property, means this max length attribute, control save it, and if I now enter, now you can see we can enter multiple values, but we want to restrict the user so that the user can enter only single value. So that is done with the use of this max length property, or you can say that the attribute. Now we are going to use the placeholder. So we just want to display simple message, enter a character. Okay, so this is a simple character, and then we need to specify here a button. So button, inside of that we need to specify the on click event, and then we need to use here detect char, which is a char function, and inside of that we need to add here the text that we want to display. It is like detect, check, or calculate, whatever you want to display. I am actually here using the detect. Control save it, then you can see we get our detect button. And for the result display, we need to use the paragraph element. Instead of that, I will be using the ID, and later on that ID will be used inside the JavaScript as well as inside the CSS. So I'm going to use the ID name as result. And then I will be here add some dummy text. Once we're done with the CSS part, we can just simply remove this text from the paragraph tag. Okay, so that marks the completion of the code for the HTML for this particular get Unicode character value application. So in the next part, we're going to start with the CSS.